What is up, YouTubers? We're back for another week of FPV on the cheap. And this week, on the Franken-Quad, I have installed a capacitor. Now, it's no secret that the Franken-Quad has some noise issues, and also my other quad as well. Now that I've burnt out my all-in-one board, the new stack that I've put together also has quite a bit of noise. So, a capacitor goes in there, and it tries to take out some of those, from what I understand, tries to even out the voltage spikes of when you're punching the throttle, and that can translate to video noise, and it's trying to eliminate that. And so what I'm going to do is we're going to cut away to some flight footage of the Franken-Quad before the capacitor is installed and after the capacitor is installed. So we're going to cut out to that, and then we'll come back and I'll tell you what I think. Boop. So, after watching the two different videos, the first video without the capacitor and the second video with the capacitor, to me, I'm not seeing much of a difference. I think it's slightly better, but I don't know if that's my mind wanting it to be better or if it actually is better. One thing about that second video, if you watch the flight footage all the way to the end instead of skipping forward to this part of the video, the lens on the Franken-Quad came really loose, so I had to land and finger tighten it the best I could so it would remain in focus. So that's that's the reason for that at the end. That has nothing to do with the capacitor or the video feed. That's just after months and months in flying of the Franken-Quad, it's getting a little bit beat up. I think something I'd like to do in the future is revamp and have a Franken-Quad version 2, but that's a video for another time. Anyway, so like I said, my opinion is it doesn't do a whole lot. here's a little bit more about these capacitors. So they say they are Rubicon. No idea if that's a good brand. They're 35 volt and 100 microfarad. So, I mean, 1,000 microfarad. So, you know, this should be able to handle anything I throw at this quad with that voltage rating. And to me, I just don't know if I got some bad ones or they're just not very high quality. But to me, it makes just a little difference. So, you know, at the end of this month, at the end of May here, I'll tell you whether or not I think you should do it, and I'll have more time to kind of evaluate whether or not they're any good. So I do have these. Have one of these also on my Scorpion because of the new noise issues I'm experiencing with the different stack I've made. So yeah, that's just my opinion on it. You know, I'll put the link in the description below as always. You know, whether this helps you make a decision or not, I don't know, but maybe your experience will be different than mine. So that's it for this week of FPV on the cheap, where we've reviewed these capacitors, low ESR capacitors. So tune in next week and hopefully we'll have something good for you. Have a good one. Peace out.